Yo, Silverback Chronicles podcast. It's your boy Big H. I got my brother Dre.
Que lo que lo why?
What's good?
Chilling, my brother. Let's get in there.
Let's get in there. Triple C.
Yo.
How you feeling, bro?
Maintaining and chilling.
All day, every day. People, we love you. We appreciate you. Keep tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Your boys is back. Don't forget the website. We love you. Keep squares out the circle. You heard? Keep working hard. No further ado. We got to get into it. We got a special queen. We got two queens in the building tonight, all right? But the first one is our sister. She is simply amazing. She's about to go in.
Like almost angelic.
Angelic. Okay?
Just a pleasant soul.
The red carpet's out. With no further ado, our sister Toya's in the building. What's up, baby?
Hello.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on. Means everything. So listen, first and foremost, sis, please tell the world where you're from, born and raised.
I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. Born and raised. Went to Annapolis Elementary, Annapolis Middle, Annapolis High.
And Annapolis is what to the state of Maryland?
It is the capital of Maryland. It's not Baltimore. Baltimore's not the capital. Annapolis is the capital.
Some people will think that.
I know
though.
you don't know, but
Right.
it's like straight down 97, and you can get to 97 from 695.
It is a little charming town, right?
It is beautiful.
With by the water and all that.
It's on the water.
It's on the
It's on the water.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
The naval base is what, like 20 minutes from downtown Annapolis? Something like
It
that?
is downtown Annapolis.
It is downtown Annapolis. So listen, what was Annapolis like for you growing up? We get different perspectives. I want to hear your particular perspective about Annapolis, Maryland. What was that like? Any hood spots? Any good spots? What's
Okay.
that for you?
So I definitely lived in the hood spots in Annapolis, Maryland. But people are like surprised when I say that. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, when I grew up, and I'll like say a memory or something. And they're like, where is this? And I say Annapolis. And they're like, oh no, ain't no hoods down there.
You're right. Everybody gonna say that.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, it was different. So in my neighborhood, it was all black families. It was housing authority. Y'all have housing authority?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, New York, absolutely.
Oh, but not in Baltimore?
Baltimore has housing authority as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I live in a housing authority neighborhood. But outside of my neighborhood and the kids that I went to school with, they all lived in like $1 million houses. So it was really like when I was younger, I kind of felt like black people were poor and white people were rich. And it didn't feel like it hurt. It just felt like you were like in your place.
You just wow.
Wow.
That's simple.
Yep, that's simple. Yep.
How was that for you?
Growing up, I was an observer. Like I just like kind of watched and kind of like learned from everybody.
Became a
else.
sponge from everything.
Yeah. So I had friends at school and at home. I knew my teachers were different than adults that was in like my everyday life. So, and I witnessed a lot of abuse. All my friends' mothers were like on drugs and a lot of stuff going on. But like my family was not. Like I had a peaceful home, but like in the hood. So it was, I don't know. Like for me, it was just like very normal. But when I look back, I'm like, oh wow, that was wild.
Right.
Like going to the ice cream truck and being in a drive-by, like stuff like that.
Wow.
Was there blending of the cultures? Did you have any?
No blending.
No blending at all.
Separation.
Really?
Separation. Yep.
Wow.
Still till today.
Unfortunately. Yes.
Yep.
Did that affect you growing up?
Okay, so not that I knew of. So now I realize I didn't dream. Like I kind of just felt like life is the way it is. You know, like wherever you are, that's where you were born into. That's your life. So yeah, I didn't realize it. I was a happy kid, but when I look back, I'm like, oh wow, like life is like it's so much more to life, and I just didn't know.
Wow.
And it did take for me to move to Baltimore for me to realize that, though.
When did you realize your why?
I've been, well, like a lot of us, I've been living in my why, but wasn't intentional. So it's kind of like, I always look at it like the way I've been going is just my mission from God that I didn't even like put words to. But recently I realized my why.
That's good. A lot of people still don't get it. It's not
Right.
a bad thing, but everybody has their particular direction to travel in this thing called life.
Yeah, I think it's because we're looking for something, but we don't realize when we're already in it, right? So we're like,
Right.
oh, what do I want to do with my life? I need to do something with my life. But the whole time, sometimes you're already doing it.
Right.
You just kind of like got to put some intention behind it, and yeah.
That's perfect.
It's crazy that you mentioned that. Like you realized that when you came to Baltimore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Baltimore has this. I don't know. Baltimore, this town does that to you.
Yeah, I was.
Something about this town.
It's still kind of. It doesn't shock me, but it really hit me. I didn't know that was coming.
What was the game changer for you?
Right.
That you was like, you know what? This is it. I got to stay on this course. This is bringing me happiness. This is what I see myself doing. Like, when did that light turn on?
Very late in 2020, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that during the pandemic?
Yes. When everything shut down and we had time to think and everything was quiet. Well, not for everybody. Like a lot of people, that was like their worst year. But then some people, it was like their best year. It's very like split.
Because you got to see what's what. Like.
Yeah. So like for me, I was already homeschooling. I was already like.
Your child?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How was that?
Yeah, like all 7 subjects?
Yes. Life is a lot of subjects. Life is more than 7 subjects. So basically, you just teach them to live. You just teach them to be themselves. Well, you allow them to be themselves. You allow them to learn from life. You bring in more experiences. You bring in more like opportunities. Like you see that they like to be in the kitchen. I only have 1 kid, but say you got 2 kids, right? This one's always in the kitchen. Oh, let me find some cooking classes for him. Let me teach him about knives. Let me teach him about ingredients. Let me start growing some plants. Yeah, and like now he's learning about science just because all through, and now he's learning about math, and now he can even learn about, like maybe we cook some stuff from different cultures. Now he's learning about, he can learn history, all this stuff just through cooking because he likes to cook.
I know we jumping ahead, but how was that knowing that you was being a mom?
How was what?
How was the feeling knowing that you was going to be a mom?
Oh, that's a good question. I was at my happiest.
Was you?
Yes. In the middle of like a storm when I found out I was pregnant. That was just the happiest time.
And what did it do for you? Career-wise, grind-wise.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah. So I was living in Boston. I had got a job at Johns Hopkins, like an entry-level job. And they pay for you to go to school.
Even better.
Yeah. Yeah, they pay for you to go to school. And in Annapolis, we don't have any schools near us. And we also don't have transportation that'll take you to a school.
Okay.
Right. So I was living in Baltimore. So I had this job that's paying for me to go to school. I got the bus line. I got all set up. And I'm pregnant. So now I'm thinking further. I'm thinking bigger. And
do you think that made you step your shit up like ASAP?
Yeah, I felt like I was on a timeline.
I got somebody that's going to depend on me.
Yeah, I felt like I was on a timeline. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that stepped your grind up 1,000%.
Yeah, it changed me.
And how was that process? To before the baby came here and then now when the baby's here. What's that like?
Still. Because we're so quick to do it for my kid. But every time I get that feeling, I remember that you have to do it for you.
Now, was it
I go
planned?
hard for him, but I need to go even harder for me. So we go hard for our kids.
Absolutely.
But if I can realize that he is important, but I am the number one. It might sound crazy to some people, but all of us are the most important person in your life, period, right? So if I can go this hard for somebody else, what can I do for myself?
Absolutely. And that's all about putting yourself on the pedestal first and foremost.
And it works out for everybody.
It really does.
I think culture now is starting to realize that.
Yeah.
Once you put yourself first.
They got that acronym out there.
Right.
You know what it is?
No, I don't. What is that? What is it?
FTK.
FTK? What is that?
You don't know it? Oh, okay.
What's that?
What is that?
They say, fuck them kids.
Oh, yeah.
Kids. How about that?
Because no matter what.
Just for a moment.
Right, because
I guess you feel good.
We're not going to let them,
Yeah.
We're going to always take care of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But parenting has changed dramatically.
It's not what it was back in the day.
Not what it was.
It's not what it was.
I think more now, I get the feeling people just want to be friends with their children.
Yeah.
They want them to like them.
Yeah.
but that's not always. I don't.
That
believe
doesn't
in
work.
That.
That doesn't work for me.
It don't
Is
work
there
for
a
me
mix?
either.
I think it's a good mix
Okay.
because you got to know. Okay,
It's my favorite subject, by the way, parenting.
perfect. I'm a girl dad for life.
Okay, nice.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your father.
Mm-hmm.
So there's gonna be some things that you don't want to do, but
They
you're
always
just gonna
gonna love
have
you.
to do.
Yeah.
And you're gonna love me regardless.
Yeah.
You wanna know why? And it's okay. Peer pressure in school.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't do it. Why? Because my daddy said.
How old are you?
Blame me.
How old are they?
I got 11, 7, and 5.
Okay, nice.
So I love grooming them at this stage, in any stage they're in,
Mm-hmm.
because love is everything.
Mm-hmm.
The world need more love
Mm-hmm.
and more real, thorough gems that you drop on your seeds,
Mm-hmm.
because they're a reflection of you ultimately
Mm-hmm.
in this crazy ass world we live in.
Yeah.
So there's not a conversation that I shy away from. I'm gonna give them everything. I'm gonna be blunt,
Yeah.
but I'm daddy, so I'm gonna love you.
Right.
I'm gonna get on your ass.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
3 completely different personalities.
Absolutely. My young one, that's Taz.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Devil.
It be the young ones.
Yo, she's the alpha of both her sisters. She be bullying my 11-year-old
For real.
and be talking like, nah, we not doing that. Come over here, we doing this. And my 11-year-old be
Is
looking
your
like, yo,
11-year-old the gentle one?
Shout out to
she
her.
is. She's
Yeah.
the kind, the loving. She's
Yeah.
super cultured.
And is your
From
middle
a
one
Cuban background.
The middle one is what? Like I know
My-
who I am.
Yeah, my little one.
The middle one.
The middle one.
Uh-huh.
Bella is like, she's so fun, laugh, have a good time. She's more in the technologies and the computers and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she puts her foot down. She's stern with her younger sister when she has to be, but she's still loving.
Okay.
And Cammy, she's just the apex.
Yeah.
Yo, she's like the triple threat. I'm like, yo, where you get this from?
Right.
But she got the street savvy already, and how she conduct herself and smile and
So many people who their youngest kid is the one.
yeah, is the
Maybe
one.
because they get here and they like, y'all already been here. Like, I need to make my presence.
seriously. So
Yeah,
I be like,
socially.
Yeah.
it's all God.
I just have one.
I got 3.
3.
3. Girls?
2 girls and a boy.
How old is your boy?
5.
That's your youngest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how old are your girls?
18 and 9. Yeah. And it's a little bit of a mix of like what he said.
Yeah.
My oldest is, like the technology.
Your oldest is?
Mm-hmm. And the middle one, the 9-year-old, she's like the social,
Yeah.
intelligent.
Right.
Yeah.
She comes in a room, she knows how to read it already.
Mm.
And then the boy, he's just like, he's just,
He out here.
You're living his best life.
he got it good.
Yeah.
I be looking at him, I'm like, yo, I'm a little jealous.
And yo, he got the ponytail, everything.
Yeah.
Pretty boy. That's Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's love.
Is he a junior?
I didn't name him after me, but he has his
Close.
middle name is
His
Dre.
name,
Yeah.
yeah. So I do believe in, so for me, having one kid, and it's just us two. So we don't have like another person in the house, siblings or father in the home. So I do go the friend route in a way because we work together as a team.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
So when, like, if it's something that I'm gonna tell you that you can't do, I do like reason, like I explain it a little longer, and I need you to not like, I need you to understand why, and even if you don't agree, I need you to respect it,
Right.
or like see what my point is. You know what I'm saying?
How old is your son?
He's 12.
He's 12.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you?
She's trying to come
Hello.
Don't you
inside.
worry. We're going to get to you in a minute, baby.
Right.
Right.
How are you? Triple C, he got 2 boys, and one is super like, savvy on the technology, and the other one same thing. He's like super into the social.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
My
I
son
don't know.
not into what I'm into.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
He's
fine.
educated to what I'm into.
Of course he's educated.
Which is
Gotta
dope.
be.
Yeah.
Which is dope. He
But
knows.
he not following.
Okay.
Do you think he needs that male
He
direction?
Yeah, he appreciates the male direction. So ever since he was 3, I put him in sports at 3.
Nice.
And my point, like one thing that I do is surround him by men that he can look up to.
Very good.
And we have other men around us that we don't want to look up to, but we know what it looks like when you make certain decisions.
Absolutely. It's good that he sees everything.
Yes. So
Exposure is
I
everything.
share with him. So like
Right.
say if a family member or somebody gets locked up or something,
Yeah.
I tell them, this person that always got the money that gives it to you.
Right.
Like that good
locked up this
contrast.
weekend.
Absolutely.
I don't know what he do. You don't know what he do, but we know what he don't do. Like
Right. And you know, whatever it is, it ain't good.
Yeah, yeah. So
Every dollar ain't a good dollar.
yeah. So the friend part, like that's why it works out with us, because I don't need no enemies in the house.
Not at all. No.
But I would appreciate that if somebody else was being the discipline. That'd be cool. But I got to kind of be the balance on both sides. So.
That's tough. Because you're raising a man.
Yeah.
A black man at that.
Yes.
In this day and age.
Yep.
So it's tough.
I constantly seek out like black men who are usually his coaches.
That's dope. You got some silverbacks here too if you need a little bit of guidance.
Okay. Absolutely.
Because I'm an alpha from the jump.
Oh yeah. I don't even think that we have one cop in his family on his father's side, but I think he only met him a couple times.
Okay. I would love to do
But
that.
it would be nice to like humanize a
I would love
police
that.
officer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's what we're here for. You know, we need more kings to be raised and
Yeah.
have goals
Yeah.
and aspirations in life.
Yeah.
So that's dope. All right, so let's get into it. So now, what do you do for a living?
I am.
Talk to me.
Yes. So I am a yoga instructor.
Where did that come into play?
2020.
During what phase? How did yoga come into your life so paramount?
So just like a lot of us, probably y'all too, I thought yoga was the poses, was the physical side of like the pictures you see with like people like doing headstands.
Downward dog and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I did, downward dog.
And your first downward dog, how was that experience?
It was, my form wasn't right, so it kind of hurt.
It hurt?
Yeah.
Did you fart?
I did not fart in downward dog, but maybe another position.
Absolutely. Because I know it takes a lot of
that-
energy.
But we
all that,
hold
yeah.
a lot. We hold a lot in.
A lot of gas.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about men. Women hold a lot in.
I think men hold,
Are you holding it now?
not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, don't hold it. Because you can tell. What? Free yourself. If it take time to get the little...
let me know
I'll
when
probably
you're free.
I'll air the room out.
Air the room out.
Nah, I
Don't
ain't
do it
clean.
like
I
that,
ain't
though.
clean. Nah, I ain't clean.
That's
No,
important.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
But I understand.
absolutely.
Right. So
Yeah, yeah.
if she tells you something, then you know.
I'm curious. So when did you want to take it professionally? What did it for you?
Yeah.
to
So okay.
Talk to me.
So in 20. Okay. So I've been practicing yoga for a long time, but
Okay.
I didn't realize that yoga was beyond the poses. So
Yeah.
it's like yoga is like a complete. What was that? The chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't fall.
Definitely wasn't.
Definitely wasn't
No,
the
it's
fall.
I was not letting it out.
I would have to send that motherfucker to the bathroom.
I just thought it was a coincidence.
A coinky dank.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right.
Okay. So
Right.
yoga is bigger than just the poses. So I didn't realize that my whole mindset and the way that I live is yogic. Period. But when during 2020, when I had a lot of time, I took a class to become a yoga teacher.
Okay.
And then that's when I was like certified to teach yoga, which you don't have to be certified to teach yoga, but
You don't?
to be hired, they might ask for a certification.
Okay.
But to be a yoga teacher, nobody's checking for.
Certificates and shit.
Yeah,
like
no.
that.
Just
Okay.
no. Nope.
Wow.
But yeah, so during 2020 is when I got certified, and then right after I got certified, someone actually approached me and asked me if I would like to rent space with her. And I was like, wow, I literally just got certified 2 months ago. And it was a mile down from my house. So I took the opportunity, and then everything just kind of fell for me. Like I never seeked anything. It just came. Yeah.
What did that do for you spiritually?
It
I hear yoga does things for
validated-
you.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. So yeah.
I'm curious on that aspect.
Well, yoga. So the definition of yoga is connection.
Okay.
Yoga means connection. So yoga helps you connect with your lower and your higher self. So
Low and high self?
your lower self and your higher self. So
Okay.
like your physical life and like your spiritual beliefs and your spiritual knowing. So it helps you like move the way you move with your, like everything's aligned, like moving your beliefs. Feel connected with each other. Feel connected with the earth. Feel connected with God. Yeah.
And you felt as though you can pass that along to people.
And I pass that on to people.
How was that experience for you?
It is beautiful. It's very empowering, but I get to help people lead to their own power and like their own knowing, and to get to know themselves and to like figure out what their purpose is. Like I just lead them to them, and then the magic happens
Organically.
through yoga.
So what's a session of yoga? Is it an hour, 20 minutes?
It's an hour.
Straight hour.
Yes. So whoever's teaching you yoga, because yoga is a lot of things, right?
Right.
Yeah, we should do one. We should go to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
come to yoga.
We should do one.
I got to
All
stretch
three of us.
before I
But we
get
can
there.
move this stuff out the way and like do it live.
Okay.
What?
No?
Yes.
What's going to be the
Let's do
first position?
So it's not going to be.
I gotta warm the
I'm gonna
caddy
tell you
up.
the first position.
Okay.
It's called easy seat.
Easy seat.
You're going to sit however is comfortable for you.
Okay.
I can give you pillows or whatever you need. If somebody wants to get in like Indian style, I'll give you 2 blocks to put right here. If your legs don't,
Right.
like, you can
I'm
prop
good.
yourself up.
Right.
Or you can sit with your legs straight.
Okay.
You can lie flat. Whatever's comfortable for you, right?
Okay.
You're going to close your eyes. I'm going to walk you through some breathing. And then we're going to do a meditation for 5 minutes.
Now, what is the meditation? What is that?
Where
am I putting myself during meditation? What's the process?
That's up to you. That's where you go.
We're talking to the professional.
No, but I'm just saying. Am I right?
he has the answer.
Right.
But yeah, so it's up to you. So I help you. I walk you through quieting your mind.
Okay.
And whatever.
How am I quieting my mind?
You're breathing.
Okay.
You're intentionally breathing inward and
Deep
outward.
breaths
You need to start meditating.
or regular
dog.
breathing?
So sit up straight. Let's do it right now.
Okay, come
You
on.
need to
Put your
start
put your
meditating.
drink down.
Yes, ma'am. Drink is down.
Let your chair support you. Oh, never mind. Recline. So sit up. Don't do that.
Is that okay? Okay.
Put your feet flat.
You know, got it pinky up and
Sit
shit.
up straight.
Okay.
Look forward. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose, but make your belly get big. Exhale out your
This is the
mouth.
first time, by the way, we're
hold on.
doing this.
Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Relax your face as you exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale.
Damn. Why you gotta say it like that?
Because you didn't open your mouth.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
Inhale.
You feel me too. See, right. Very inappropriate.
One more
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I'll say something different.
I got
All right,
you.
I'm going to
Thank
put it
you.
different. I'm going to put it
Appreciate it.
different.
Right.
Oh my
Breathe in.
God.
Okay.
All right. Inhale through your nose. Part your lips.
New York dudes.
And
Okay.
exhale. Okay, inhale.
Don't
through
say
your-
That's real disrespectful.
All right, nobody. Okay.
Damn.
We're done.
And that's a silverback yoga. That's silverback
Right.
meditation right there.
Great job.
Yeah, so I would just work with you for a little longer. So what I would ask for them to do is to leave the room.
Right.
And then
So it could be more personal.
It would be more personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what me doing that, what am I letting go?
Your thoughts. So what you're actually doing is triggering your nervous system to tell yourself that I'm calm, like I'm relaxed. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. And then eventually you're not thinking anymore.
How is that from adults to children? What's the difference? In
Oh, the
trying to-
kids already know.
Really?
Yes.
Do you find that easier for kids or adults?
Easier for kids.
Why is that? How so?
Because kids haven't been there this as long as us. Like we're a little tainted.
Yeah, kids.
We a lot
We're
of
a,
time.
we're a little further from who we were born as.
Kids have like more emotional
Because
intelligence.
we have so many experiences that like
That taint
mold
you
us.
and mold
Yeah,
you.
but kids like they just got here.
They're raw.
They looking at us like y'all fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when we're yelling. They like
But I would think their attention.
Yeah, like why?
I would think their attention span wouldn't allow them to actually sit there and go through the entire process.
When I teach kids, they are good. They love it. They
It's
love
like Simon
to quiet
says.
down and not have to do anything.
Nice.
They love it.
Yeah.
And how long you been in business for?
2020. So 21. What's it? 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And how's that been for you?
It's beautiful. I love Like it started as like nothing, and I just love growing it the way that I wanted to go. It's really
Well,
nice.
like if I wanted to go to your class, like where can I go to find you?
You go on holbody.com, HOL-BODY, and you register. And right now I have a special. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Maybe for like another, at least through January 2023. But you pay $30, and then you come to as many classes as you want for a whole month.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
That's
are the
awesome.
requirements? What do I have to bring with me?
You bring your mat. You wear just what you got on.
Okay.
That's it. Some water if you want.
Water in the mat and a towel. Because then you're going to be sweating.
If you want a towel.
Okay.
You're holding the poses.
It's really simple. It's really simple.
Do you do hot yoga or no?
Not yet, but I'm thinking about doing hot yoga.
Was there
I like hot
is there
yoga.
huge?
So hot yoga is.
Have you tried
Do you like
that?
the sauna? Yeah, I love hot yoga, but it's too different. It's different. So with hot yoga, it's very physical.
Mm-hmm.
You're detoxing. It's very physical. You're like working out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The yoga that I do currently is very like slow flow, meditative, intentional. And I do like a prayer beforehand, and I just ask God to let me speak to whatever the person in front of me needs to hear. And I just really go on spirit. I go
That's
on
dope.
energy. I go on spirit. Yeah. So in the beginning we meditate, we do some movement. And we breathe the entire time. Toward the end, I read to the group, and then we do another meditation.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's usually about 90% of my clientele is Black women.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I have
beautiful.
some men come through here and there, but they be the only man in the room.
Really?
Yeah. And
Do they feel weird? Like, oh.
Yeah, I think they feel a little. I think so.
Really?
So some guys have asked me to do like all guys classes. So
Why?
Oh, guys.
That's weird. No.
you think so?
Yeah, that's
I want to be in a class with women.
absolutely.
I want to be in a class full of dudes.
I want
But it's not about who you're in class with either, though.
Right, but
It's
still, I don't want to.
internal. It's not external.
I'm not selective.
What are you gonna do?
I already
in a
went
class
to
with
all
all
boys
women?
school.
Look,
What's your
I'm an
intention?
adult now.
What's your intention for
There's
the
no
all-
intention. It's just like,
right. It's enjoying
it's just like,
that energy with
yeah, like
estrogen.
I want a woman to be like, yo, you did good today.
Aw.
Right.
Like that nurturing, like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want the guy to be like, all right.
It's not even that.
It's not about good game.
Yeah, we're not playing a game.
Yeah.
Like dudes, yeah.
I think
let's-
like an even mix might be.
even mix is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. But like, I
Yeah.
think
But you don't want like an all guys.
all guys is like, why we should be playing football?
Mm.
Let's play football.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all dudes. Let's arm wrestle.
What
Not
if all of y'all
yoga.
are just getting in touch with your feminine? Oh, it might get
Yeah,
competitive.
like if it's all dudes, let's get competitive. Like,
oh, he on one foot, I'm getting on one foot. Yes.
right? But like,
I wouldn't be at
I
that.
feel like women. I feel like women's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
would.
would. I
You don't
wouldn't
want
be.
the all men's class?
Absolutely not.
Well, I'm here
good.
for whatever everybody else wants. I'm just
Definitely.
like I asked.
Right.
Said just.
I
Like,
mean,
be the
maybe it
person
might
that
work
You know,
for
to
somebody
each
else.
his own. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it might work for somebody else.
I don't want to
But
be in
for
a
me,
yoga
I don't,
class with 20 bros.
Nah, I'm
I'm
good.
good.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
What about like a date night?
What, like you go
Date
with
night,
your
what do you
date
mean?
Yoga.
on a yoga?
Mhm.
That's
I think that's dope.
that's dope.
Absolutely.
You should do that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's dope. Fuck the movie. Let's go get healthy.
Yeah.
Let's go stretch.
You know what I mean? Let's go detox.
How about that?
Get a little sweaty.
Let the endorphins get around there.
with a little wetty. Shout out to Fabio Fora. It's a song. It's a song.
It's a song?
You never heard Wetty?
Well, shout him out.
Oh my God.
Let's get. I'm not gonna say that again. No.
Yo, it's a song by Fabio Fora. Y'all
Well,
never
show us
heard it?
later.
Every episode, at least once. Yeah. How about that? Right.
They're serious.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Right.
It's a real song.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
believe
we're gonna.
We can
carry
play it. We can play it later.
No.
Anyway, it's a.
We're not.
Oh my God. I swear to God.
So listen. So do you do this full time?
I do this most of the time. Yes.
What do you do besides yoga?
I
What other interests do you have in the life of Toya?
So I work as a mental health caseworker.
Really?
Yes, I do. Case manager, yes.
What did that come about?
This came about recently as well.
In 22?
Yes. So basically, I learned this trick where you just ask for what you want and it just comes to you effortlessly.
It does.
Yeah. So I said I need a job.
I agree.
I want a job because I want the paycheck right now while I'm working on my business.
Absolutely.
But I need to work from home. I need to be able to do my business. I need what else? Well, it just came about.
You need to work in your passion. That was also
Yes, and my passion. Yes, so everything I do at my day job, I do at the studio as well. I help people with their goals.
Okay.
So my main thing is to help lead people to their goals. So I do the same thing in both.
Now, you embarked on this by yourself or with somebody else?
With someone else. A friend of mine found it first, and then she said they were still hiring.
Who's that friend of yours?
Her name is Jazz.
We do have a Jazz in the studio with us
could
tonight.
be-
Jazz, can
Is
you
there
come over
jazz?
here,
Is there
man?
jazz
Is that
in the?
okay?
Is there jazz in the audience?
Yeah, your microphone is waiting for you right now. It's warmed up.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jazz in the building. Lovely, beautiful,
Jazz from DC.
from DC.
Enjoys a
from
little.
DC?
I say DMV because
DMV.
I was born in Virginia, raised in DC and Maryland.
Love that.
Can't put one
Can't put you on the box.
exactly.
Absolutely.
But yes,
So how did this come about with you and your lovely friend here, Toya, and you guys embarking in this lifestyle of taking care of the mental health? Please
so it
elaborate.
was really crazy. Like she said, when you ask and put it out there, it just comes to you. So I was in a space where
Let go and let God.
but I told myself, because I was doing caregiving for over 10 years. So
Okay.
once I decided to take a step back from that because it just wasn't aligning, like the companies that I was working for, it just wasn't
It wasn't
fitting.
making you feel good.
It wasn't making me happy.
Right.
So I started doing like just contracting jobs, driving for DoorDash, Amazon Flex, things like that. And I said my next position that I work, I wanted to fulfill my purpose, and I didn't want to work anywhere where it wasn't doing that. So one of my old classmates just so happened to post on Facebook like, I'm looking for somebody, anybody looking for a job within the mental health practice that, if you're interested, send me a DM. So I was like, okay, this is definitely something that I can see myself doing. This aligns with my purpose and what I want to do. So I ended up sending her a message, and I was like, this is exactly like where I see myself going, because in my business, I work with people that want to change their nutrition, their health, and things like that, holistic health, holistic wellness, eating better, changing their diets and stuff like that. So all of that aligns with each other. So when she ended up responding back to me, and she was like, well, I'll send you the link, fill out the application, and just wait for a response. Filled out the application. Within, I think, the next few hours, she ended up sending me a interview date. Had the interview. It went well. Like, soon as I had the interview, like, I just talked the whole time. I didn't even let her ask me any questions. I was like, I just believe in this and that, and just went on. And she was like, okay, you got the job. So got the job. And then she was telling me like they were short case managers. So I was like, I know my purpose and where I'm going with helping people. Like, that's my main thing. Even with caregiving, I want to help people. I want to be a service to people. So I was like, I have a friend that she does the same exact thing in a different way, but it aligns with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So I told her about Toya, and she was like, tell her to fill out the application. So I called Toya. I'm like, Toya, they're still hiring. I know you're doing your business and stuff like that, but no money left on the table. Like,
You were only there for like a month. Or
not
a couple
even
of
that.
weeks.
It was just
2
like
weeks.
maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I told Toya about it. She filled out the application. Within maybe another week or two, she was hitting Toya up, and she started the job.
So what has this process been like for both of you guys in this line of work? What does it do for you? Who do you talk to? How does it affect you even after work?
You want to go first?
Yes, it affects. So you see yourself. Well, I see myself in everybody. So when I see someone dealing with something that I'm not dealing with as mental health, the diagnosis that they have.
How do you break that down and build that rapport with that individual to make them
Listen.
feel better?
Listen.
Yes, definitely listen.
Listen and assisting with what they want for themselves, and also giving them when they're like stuck in their cloud, like kind of like letting them know the vision that you see. You see something bigger for them, and helping them see that for themselves.
And I also look at each and every one of my clients. One, I look at, it's something that I always see in them that it's a mirror. So whether it's myself or a family member, it's like even my communication with them. I don't communicate I'm not going to say not on a professional level, but not on a professional
Like
level, if you
being
understand.
very human.
I'm being very human. I'm speaking to them as though I would speak to a loved one because it's coming from my heart.
Yeah.
It's not by training or by books or anything like that. It's really me giving how I'm feeling. And
Because they can distinguish a robot from a regular
Yes.
person being genuine.
Absolutely.
And they don't feel like we're just at work.
Right.
Exactly.
They don't feel like they're talking to somebody that just read a fucking book.
Exactly.
On asking
We
questions.
literally
Went to
was just
college,
talking about
you know?
this. Yeah.
Literally just
We were
talking
literally
about
just
it.
talking about this. Yeah.
So what does that do for you? Does it certify what you're trying to do in your
Yeah. It's
and your why?
validation. Yeah.
Straight validation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's very much so validation. I have a client who I did not know how I was going to be able to help him. And I was telling Toy, like,
Yeah. You should tell
he
that
brought,
story.
so when I talked to this client, he's a sweet guy. But every time I talk to him, even if because when I started, I would have to meditate.
Y'all know who Eeyore? Y'all
Before-
remember Eeyore?
Right.
Eeyore on
From
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie
No?
the Pooh.
Oh, Eeyore, yeah.
Yeah. So just Eeyore, period.
Think of
Really?
Eeyore.
Yes. And
So,
Jazz would be like,
extremely
I gotta
challenging,
figure,
huh?
Yes. She
Just
would keep saying like, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna
all-
reach him.
Like, I did not
And
know
now today, what?
how to reach him. So I end up recommending, I don't know if y'all know Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Absolutely.
So I recommended Dr.
And
Joe Dispenza. Just told him
phenomenal.
to just start looking at his videos to understanding how the mental works.
And The Secret.
He started watching that. Then I recommended The Secret.
Have y'all seen The Secret?
No.
All right, it's on Netflix.
Watch The Secret.
The Secret? Yes.
It's
The
a
Secret.
book, but it's also a documentary.
That's what woke me up. The Secret.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, some powerful shit.
Yeah.
So I recommended The Secret to
You
him.
have seen The Secret?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good job. So I recommended The Secret to him, and he's been watching it every day since I recommended it to him. And he went from this to, and he's always in pain. Like he's one of them guys that he did maintenance for cars. He was he worked on cars for over like 30 or 40 years. So he's been out of the business for over 20 years because of pain, and he had a bad accident. So since he watched The Secret and stuff like that, everything has been happening. Like he's been manifesting left and right. Like this man has hit the lottery, like hit his
Multiple
number
times.
like back to back to back multiple times. Like he has called me like, guess what? I just hit another 500, like playing his numbers. Like he got
Did you
that
already say manifest
intuition.
now?
Not even that. I didn't even say that yet.
Uh-huh.
But he's been hitting numbers. He's started a vision board. He's been doing everything that The Secret has been telling him. And he told me like every day, he was saying like, I've had multiple people that I've worked with and nothing has stuck until he told me literally just yesterday, like, I know I manifested you.
Wow.
Like he said, I had to go through that accident and everything I went with to meet you because you were the shift that I needed for my life. And when he told me that, like, I knew what my passion was and just being of service and helping people, but I didn't know it was because I help people, I talk to people, I give people jewels and gems every day. But when you get into this field and you have to get 6 visits with somebody and you have to check up on them
about the
and you're
numbers
working,
and-
right, when you're working with these people and keeping up with them and you actually see the progression, that's something totally different. Because I'll talk to just a friend or a family member, and I'm like, look, you should do this. Da, 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 da. This helped me, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds right. And then you never know what they're doing, but because I'm working with this man and he's actually putting it into the physical realm and working and doing the work, and I'm seeing what it's doing for him, I'm like, God damn, like this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reward.
Right.
He fired and wired like new circuits, basically.
And what you were saying about what you were saying about like so he also said like people talk to him with a degree, but he can tell that they've been trained. They've been trained to say this. They're labeling
like
things.
real life.
But he said to you something like, without your degree, and Jess was like, damn. But
so he
was saying like you're so like it just humanizes it and like normalizes it, and I like receive from you more than any professional.
Yeah. So he was saying like I did for him what a therapist
couldn't do,
that had multiple degrees, plaques, awards on the walls could not do. Mm-hmm. He was like, they're going by the book, and it sounds I'm sure they're saying the same thing to everybody they work with.
Right.
But he said, you have life's experience.
Can't buy that.
He said his therapist is book smart, but you are experienced with life.
Yeah, that's just like, hold up.
Like, okay.
That's a big difference.
I know a little bit of book stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being life smart.
Because you know what? It's a different validation.
Yes.
Because you've been there and done that.
But you walked through
A book can't teach you that.
Yep.
And then you got to understand, where did the text come from?
Absolutely.
Somebody else's knowledge.
Right.
Definitely.
So it's like, I would prefer to just go off of this before keep flipping pages. Yeah, it's a lot of knowledge in a book and when you read a book, but a book that is teaching everybody the same way. And if you don't got this to go with it, like it's not, you're not making no noise with that.
My question is, do you think after the pandemic, right, is that like how we're operating now?
Yes. Yes. We had a time to listen to ourselves, and we had a chance to question shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You had that break.
Yeah.
To sit back
you had
and
a
be like,
chance to get off the hamster wheel and be like, hold up.
This don't make sense.
And then when it was time to hop back on the hamster wheel, we was like, hold on, what else can I do?
Yeah, like fuck that.
I don't think I like this.
But speaking on like your process, what you did with him, that's what we do every day with people. That's holistic health.
It's holistic health.
It's holistic health.
No farm, no big farmer.
No, right.
There's
nobody above us like, I'll push this and I'll give you this money. We just moving straight from our heart.
Definitely. And I kind of almost
spirit,
be
like we're moving straight from
not even bad.
You know what's crazy, but isn't that what they did in the Bible?
Exactly. Yes. So I feel like we're getting back to that.
And being great delegators.
Yes.
Sending them to do things on their own.
Yes, exactly.
No chemicals.
You don't have
none
to,
of that.
right? You don't have to puppet everybody and
Absolutely.
like make people come to you for the answer.
Because I feel
like letting people know that like you let him know like
you have that.
Purify yourself. You have the answers. Yes. You can do this. You don't need nobody.
You don't have to keep depending. Like I don't like.
But that's the truth, though.
I'm about to say this, and I don't give a shit. But like in mental health, sorry guys.
Let it go.
Hold on.
I'll let y'all know if my business signs on this when it's done.
Hold on.
Look, pour me out.
Pour it back up.
Before I say
pour up a little bit.
No, but for real. So we have, we have to go by the rules and the obligations of the job. But I don't tell my clients like, don't take your medicine or don't believe with your doctor or your psychiatrist or whatever them tell you. But what I do lead them towards is understanding your healing is in you.
Right.
Within.
It's within.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. So with that being said, like, okay, if you still decide to, take your prescriptions and all of that stuff, cool. But don't lose the fact that the strength and your power and your healing is within. You. It comes from you.
Ultimately,
so don't just lean on, I got to take my medicine so I'm not going to be good. Or I got to, go to this doctor and listen to, I'm not going to, like, all the tools you already have. So let's tap back into that. Mm-hmm. So then if you feel like you want to take, like,
Then do it because you feel it.
Do it because you feel it, not because somebody's telling you, take this medicine, take these 3 pills, take these 4 pills, like, and then that's just what it's going to be, because that's taking you off your game.
Yeah. And that's leaving you dependent on somebody else.
Depending on somebody else, the hand of
Where does
somebody
it end?
else.
Right.
And where does it end? Where is the healing in that?
That's perfect.
Because when you think of mental health and just illnesses in general, when it comes to doctors, like any of that, it depends on somebody else. So when do you tell us what we can do for ourselves to continue
To better
our
ourselves.
healing? Right. Not just coming to you every couple weeks for a checkup or a follow-up or going to refill prescriptions. Tell me what diet plan to get on. Tell me what food or fruits or vegetables I should eat. Tell me what herbs to take so that I can do this on my own.
Perfect
Right.
segue. So both of you guys are vegan?
Not vegan. So I don't have any label for what I eat.
No
So
labels.
I love vegan food. I would much rather be vegan, but there's not a lot of options. Like, I love to go out too. So I do eat seafood when I go out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You too?
Yes, definitely.
But if there was like a restaurant, if the restaurant had like amazing vegan options, 100% I would go vegan.
Definitely.
But usually they're like, oh, they'll put a V next to like some shit you would never make at
Right.
home. Like something cold or like,
Dumb. Tofu.
yeah, tofu, right? Like
Very
or like
bland.
or like
Yeah, so
fake
like
bland
1990.
or like
Yeah.
fake meat, like you want meat but you don't want to
Yeah.
eat meat.
They're just the replacements for that. Like, I'd give me
I
some
know I said damn. I was trying to read your eyes. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you fit, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, right.
yeah, so yeah,
how you say
alternative
it.
meat. If you're gonna take the meat, then have.
Sometimes it's easy to
Don't
just
take
say protein.
alternative.
Right.
Yeah.
But I call it conscious eating, listening to your body, taking the steps.
Well, what do you like to eat?
I love to eat fruit.
Avocado.
I love avocados.
Really?
Definitely, yes.
Salt on it or no salt?
Maybe garlic.
Hold on,
Ooh, God.
I know what I love to eat.
Talk to me.
Anything that is still like alive. So
Yes.
anything that comes from the earth.
It hasn't
comes
been
from
cooked.
God. Yes.
Only by the sun.
Elaborate.
Okay. Not food. So the food is still vibrating high. Like, so it's a plant. It comes from God. It's growing from the earth.
Mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strictly mushroom.
Yeah, but so, and then also like,
In the frying pan or just by itself?
I do
She's a
like to
fry.
put it in the air fryer. Jazz eat everything raw,
I
but
love
it's
raw.
winter
Do
time,
you?
so she has to cook her food.
Yeah, I have to cook my food.
Do you at least wash it?
No.
She's like the old dirty bastard of like.
It's all good, but I'm just
You talking
curious.
with the sink water?
Yeah.
You're better off
No.
eating it raw, or like just not washing it.
Okay.
It depends.
Do you use? What happened? What happened?
She's like the old dirty bastard of like eating, healthy.
I'm just laughing at the room. A lot. What?
Just throw it in your mouth, like right out of the package.
Just throw it in your mouth, huh?
Why not?
You see that? Yeah. You saw that, right? Right. Both lips open. Anyway, right.
Part your lips.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Right. How about that? Don't open wide.
Part them.
Part them. Professionally. Yes.
Is this thing on?
So no. so are you big with seasonings or you just
Yeah.
take it the way it is?
So I'm more.
She not. I'm big with seasonings. I should have bought the chili to y'all. I made chili tonight.
You should have came through with your specialty.
Do y'all want to come to the vegan tasting event?
Sure, just invite us.
We're not gonna skip past that.
I know.
What?
I'm acting like I never heard that.
What y'all do?
You missed it.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah. Turtleneck
So-
or no turtleneck.
A story
okay.
just came to my mind.
So stupid. He's so stupid. He's so stupid.
Right.
He's so stupid.
I'll share the end of the story.
Okay, so what happened first?
The end of it was I was laying in bed by myself and I said, that's what was different.
What's that? You was playing the violin or what?
No.
Okay.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah. So I like herbs and things like that. I try to stay away from like salt. I like pink Himalayan salt, but I don't really care too much for a bunch of seasonings. I
Can
really
you
don't.
cook?
I can, but I'm more of a raw eater now.
So, all right. So, give me your dinner. Like, what would you eat?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
good
Paint the
say-
picture for
You
me.
should say my dinner.
Toys, because I don't cook.
I'm
I
the cook in our
Yeah,
friend
she's
group.
the cook in our group. Like she'll literally cook something and then give me a container of it.
But despite her, what would you do on a normal basis?
Like-
On a
Let's say-
normal basis, I
let's
would
say
make
she's
a
on
fucking
vacation.
sprouts, avocado, tomato, and spinach sandwich.
Nice. Okay.
Or chop up some vegetables, put it in a taco shell, and drizzle some type of sauce on it. Like I don't cook. And the crazy thing is I have 3 children and they just eat it.
Yeah.
They eat whatever you cook.
Whatever
They
she
eat what I
makes,
make,
provides.
'cause I don't
And they're like,
She'll
are
be
they
like,
healthy?
here's a banana, some pistachio
So
nuts.
my husband
and-
is just gonna have to be okay with that because I'm not
You're not.
about to marinate no meat and pan. I'm not doing none of that.
You're not pounding
You're
it?
not gonna do that.
No. I can try, but I'm not gonna taste it. Like
Would you meet them halfway though on doing that?
I'll throw it in the pan.
Throw it in the pan.
Does your
chicken?
friends, do you have any friends that don't eat
Would you cook seafood?
Do you date anybody who
I
don't
love
eat meat?
seafood, so
Would
I
you
love
cook it, though?
salmon. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So
I
that's
do.
the medium ground.
That's where I meet in the middle.
Okay. Shrimp, salmon.
Yes.
You good with that?
Yes,
tilapia.
definitely. Oh, not tilapia.
Isn't that fake,
What you
right?
say?
Yeah, tilapia is fake.
Yeah.
Little sea bass.
that
No,
bullshit
no,
fish.
no
If you
tilapia.
love yourself, we're gonna
Hold
cut
on, no
that out.
tilapia.
No tilapia.
We love ourselves.
I've been stopped eating tilapia.
Okay.
Once I
Yeah.
heard
I like
that it
some
was
of that-
for
See tilapia on the
Swayze.
menu, get up.
Sound like
Yeah.
some of that Chilean sea bass.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Right,
now we talking.
halaba.
Right.
Little halaba.
Okay, right. Some motherfucking
I
hadak.
want some fish tacos.
Uh-huh.
Seared.
Best one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Little jerk on it.
I like
Watch your mouth,
rockfish and snapper better.
There you go again.
Yeah.
You don't like the
yeah.
meaty rockfish?
Yeah.
I don't like salmon though.
You don't like salmon?
Salmon's like everybody's go-to.
That's the go-to.
Yeah, I don't. I'm more
I've
about
been eating
Spinach,
salmon
rice.
like every day
Huh?
lately.
You know what I'm a beast for?
Salmon every day.
Yeah, I could do that every day.
Scallops.
scallops. I do. I had them last night.
Yeah. Put some lemon butter on that
Every
thing.
roll that
sal-
dice.
a scallop
Some
taco.
garlic.
Met-
Come on now.
Metro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't fuck.
A little char. Don't overdo
can't
it.
fuck
Right.
scallops. You
Just a
can't
little
fuck it up.
bit. I
You
just
can't
want to
fuck
taste
that
it.
up.
Just
Y'all
a
got
taste.
food here?
I was ready to say, so
Right.
is
I'm
somebody
ready for it.
talking about too much food?
Right.
We're gonna eat too.
All right. So, do you guys have any questions for us, the guys in blue that serve and protect?
Yes.
Anything? Shoot from the hip.
Okay, so what is your? Let me think. So what y'all do a very important, big, like you have this job that you have to do. You serve and protect. So how do you start your morning off to go into that? Because that's like
Wow, that's the first time we've ever had that question. That's pretty dope.
because that's some big. We just
Part
do
of the
mental
holistic
health.
health. We just
Yeah.
had an
So-
event on Sunday teaching and how people curate
Their
a
morning
morning
routine.
routine and a night routine.
How do you prepare yourself to go into that when you first wake up?
Yeah. You want to
Me
go first?
mentally,
or-
I'm hype.
Walk me through your morning.
Yeah,
as soon as
walk
you
me
wake
through
up,
and then
As soon as I get up,
your alarm goes off. Then what?
alarm goes off. I get up, make sure everything's straight around around the facility. Get my stuff. Make sure my suit is ready. Because I mainly at my facility a lot during the week. I do
the
overnights.
facility. Yes.
Right. So I make sure my residents are good to go. When my relief comes in, my house manager, I give her the update of evaluation of what happened last night. Make sure everybody's good to go. I got my suit ready. I got my gym stuff ready. I go get some coffee. I go straight to the gym.
You skipped a couple things.
What's that?
Break it all the way down.
Break it all the way
Did
down?
you
Yes.
go to the bathroom? When
Absolutely.
You hold on. When you woke up, like break it real down. Like when you woke up, what did you think about?
Did you eat
Did you go to the
breakfast?
bathroom? Did you brush your teeth? Did you grab water?
Did you
Or
have-
what
yes.
did you
Okay,
do?
check it.
Oh, they went
Yeah.
deep.
Right.
all the way
Here we go.
down.
It matters.
Okay, so we're going to start
Details.
here, bring it all the way up.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I gets up, check on everybody, make sure everybody's good.
Mm-hmm.
They got to go to the bathroom, take them to the bathroom, get them back in bed.
Did you pee yet?
Huh?
Did you pee yet?
No. I'll
Okay.
do that
Morning
right
breath.
after.
Okay.
right?
With the morning breath.
So it's
Hold on.
not just
Wait,
about
no
me.
judgment. No judgment. Yeah.
Not
let's
just
go.
about me.
All right,
I
go.
check on them because ideally it's about them.
Okay.
Make sure the residents are good to go.
All right.
They're good, then I can worry about me.
Okay.
Then I go to I go take a shower,
Mm-hmm.
brush my teeth, drink some water, get my workout gear ready. Got my clothes, my suit, my man bag, my man purse, everything ready to go for the day.
Okay.
Okay. Once that's set up, I warm the truck up, put everything outside, ready to go.
Okay.
Wait for my house manager to come inside. Once she gets to the residence, I greet her. Good morning, Chanel. How you doing, baby? Everything good? You had a good night last night? Slept good? Perfect. We're ready to go for the day. Give her the evaluation of what happened last night. Update her on notes and everything like that. I make my exit from the residence. I go straight to Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
I get
It's
a
getting
medium
juicy.
hot caramel coffee. No, just cream, no sugar.
Okay.
Okay. Another bottle of water. I make my way to the gym.
Yes.
A good hour and a half.
Okay. Hold on. Did you take water in the gym?
I drunk it before I got there. I just
didn't
advised
take-
you that I had the
Right.
water with the coffee.
Yes.
So I drank both before I got to the gym.
Okay.
That gets me going. I'm good.
But you're
I'm
not
ready.
thirsty in the gym.
Absolutely not.
All right, go
You got to earn the water.
Okay.
I like that.
How about that?
Earn that water.
What? So I gets in there. About a good 25 to 30 minutes of fasted cardio. Get the sweat, get warmed up, get ready to go. Then I take a good 10 to 15 minutes of stretching. That's very important. So I love to stretch. I'm an agile guy. I still got it in me. I got that dog in me. You heard?
Yeah.
So after that, then I get into my routine. I put my hand wraps on. I got the boxing gloves. I hit the heavy bag for about 10 rounds.
My shit.
3-minute rounds. And between the rounds, I do a minute of what do you call it? Jump ropes.
Okay.
So 3 minutes, jump rope for a minute, and I'm back at it. So I'm never taking a break. It's fasted cardio for
Are
10
you
rounds.
still not thirsty?
No, I'm good. I drink my spit.
Okay.
Old school teaching.
Okay.
How about that?
Yes.
So yeah, we do that. After that, the cool down is, after I get done, I
Your
make
mouth
my,
is pretty moist.
it's always moist.
Okay.
Right. So watch your mouth. There you go. I got you. So after that, my workout is complete. I go take a nice shower, get dressed, get ready to go. Make my way to the office.
What time is
and we
it?
start the day. I start my day around 5:36 a.m.
What time is it once you shower and go into the office?
I'm ready to go by 7 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
2 hours.
Who have you talked to on the phone all morning?
I don't talk to nobody.
Okay.
All right. What's
That's
your
so
morning?
For me, it's a little different. Is it day work or night work? Am I on?
Well, at 7 a.m., that's when I make my calls.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I check on my girls, make sure they're good to go.
'Cause they were
go for
sleeping.
school. Absolutely.
Right.
So you send your voice notes, you do your FaceTime.
Yeah.
Make sure that they know Daddy loves them.
Yeah.
And they're gonna start their day with love. And they're gonna end it with love.
Oh, yeah.
So first and foremost, it's always about love.
I like their morning routine.
You like
I don't
that?
even know.
How about that?
I like their morning routine.
That's
I don't
what I'm
even know it
talking
yet,
about.
but I know
Carry
their
on.
morning routine.
Right,
Look.
right.
Right.
What's your morning?
If I'm on night work, my night work routine is a little bit different from my day work routine.
Okay.
So what y'all want first, day work or night work?
Hold on. Night work. What time do you go to sleep after that?
If I'm on night work, I start work at like 3 in the afternoon.
Okay.
If I'm on day work, I start work at 7 a.m.
All right. Go with the 7 a.m.
Yes.
7 a.m. So I set everything up the night before. I wake up. I don't know. I do these
Bonus
3
points.
things, right?
Okay.
I do these 3 breathing,
Salutation? Like salutation?
deep. Yes.
Like some breath work.
Yeah,
Just some
yeah.
breath
Yep.
Amazing.
That, for some reason, like, I'm groggy.
In the morning?
Yeah, as soon as I wake up, I'm a little groggy.
Okay.
But as soon as I get those 3 things out, I'm ready to go.
Who taught you those?
I learned it from a UFC fighter,
Okay.
Thiago Alves, for some
Smart
reason.
man.
Every time he stepped in the ring, like,
Breath is a tool.
he would do these 3.
How about
like,
it really
large,
is.
The breath is a tool.
Just
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
super like stretch and then
Yeah. You're sending
yeah.
the brain
Yeah.
messages and
That's if I don't do that, I have a bad
oxygen
day.
to your organs.
For real.
And
I set that up.
It's such a huge thing,
Yeah.
especially with that mouth, dude.
Yeah, you.
is it mouth night or is this every night? Is mouth night every night?
I think
It should be.
Mouth night should be every night.
Absolutely.
I feel like
Both
it's
ways. It
voice
should
night.
be every night. It
Absolutely.
should be every
Right,
night. Both ways.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe you got Tuesday, I got Wednesday.
What night?
And
What y'all
Every
doing?
night.
Whatever we're doing,
It's Friday.
it's okay.
I
Why?
missed something. What's happening after the breath work?
Why? Come on now. Everybody want to be happy.
Why not? Yes.
Come on.
So,
Hey.
I believe it starts the day off. in a phenomenal way.
It does.
Get the edge off.
I say that for the weekends.
Legs don't lock up on you.
If I'm on, yeah.
Yeah. Carry on.
Boom.
Right.
I didn't look at my phone. I do the 3 breaths.
You do look at your phone?
No, I don't. Look at my
don't.
phone.
Good job.
I do the 3 breaths. I brush my teeth. While I'm brushing my teeth, I'm praying. Yes. Then I get dressed. Go upstairs. The kids are already gone. Coffee. I'm out the door.
That's it. My breakfast is coffee.
Yeah.
One cup of coffee, I'm good.
And my cup of coffee is
I love
black.
the confidence.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, night work is a little different. I wake up. I do the 3 breaths. The kids are gone. It's a little bit quiet, so I take my time. I do on night work. I do this little before I drink my coffee. I drink water, warm water with honey, and
Cayenne.
Lemon.
the salt, Himalayan salt.
Himalayan
Boom.
Oh, yes.
Then I drink the coffee. Then I go to the gym, come back, shower, go to work.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you think that you give yourself enough you time in a day?
No.
No.
My you time is usually to and from work.
Yeah.
R&B.
car?
R&B soothes me.
Okay.
Any kind of music that I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'll put it on and that's my ride.
Yeah.
Or everything's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I smoke a cigar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That calms me down.
If you had a couple more hours in a day, would you dedicate those couple hours to yourself?
I definitely would.
Absolutely.
How would that look?
That's why I'm trying to get out the rat race.
Okay.
To create more time for myself.
So what if there was a way to create more time for yourself now without changing anything else?
I don't know.
Like, would you do it?
Absolutely.
It's important now. I think after the pandemic,
that
we
was-
realize.
Yeah, I think that with a little tweak of your morning routine, I
Yes.
think that you can carve something in early
For yourself.
that don't even have to take that long. That would just that would just charge you up.
But you know, my biggest fulfillment is the gym.
Yeah,
I need that
does- yeah.
sweat. I need
Yeah.
that hard work. I need to get all that energy out.
So that's your me time too.
That's
though.
my
Yeah.
that's
That's
extremely
definitely
my
me
me time.
time.
Because I take pride in that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Of course, you know, I miss being what I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you got businesses to run,
Yeah.
when you got 2 mortgages, when you got children,
Trying to get everything
and then
done
you
in a
got to,
day.
you know, attend your kids' sports and
Yeah.
keep them busy. It's a lot.
I think that's great that you take time. That both of y'all take time in the gym. Is that a
I'm
work
just
thing?
now.
Is that a work thing?
I'm just now learning how to take time.
Okay. Have y'all always is that like a work requirement?
I always put me last because it's not about me.
Right.
well, the gym.
But it
The gym is the
It
only
is.
thing.
There's no you.
There's nobody
I know,
else.
but my mindset is I got to keep grinding. I got to keep, because you know, when you want something in life, your objective, it's hard work to have a business. And to be in business the first 2 years, that's paramount for your success.
Yeah.
Because you know what you implemented in that organization to keep it floating, to keep
Yeah.
it running the way it needs to be. So it's not a game.
Yeah.
When you set standards for yourself, I set extremely high standards for me. I'm not a regular nigga. Pardon my French. I always want more and I'm going to obtain more. And when you know, it's like when you reach a certain level in life where you get the house built, you got this to pick, all that. All right, what's next? I could grab that too? Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
All right, so how do I get there?
What does it look like for you to give yourself grace in your grind?
I look at my children smile. I love that. I love this. I love to see,
You know they're gonna give you that regardless, right?
regardless. But you know what?
Right.
That's what keeps me going, because I see
Okay.
how hard. I come from a single parent household.
Yeah.
My mother, you know, my father, that's my guy. They just didn't work out. But I see how hard my mother worked. You know what I'm saying?
But you
And
see behind
jewels
the scenes, like you
Right.
see it all.
And I see the jewels my father instilled in me. I see the jewels my mother instilled in me, working 2-3 jobs. Then I see what my business has done for my staff, my house manager. So that keeps me going, because it's not just about me. It's about a
It's bigger
legacy.
than
What are
you.
you going to leave behind?
Yeah.
So if I'm tired, it's all good. Get over that shit. Keep it moving. Take a hotter shower. Because at the end of the day, what are you going to leave? You're going to stop because you're tired?
There's people that depend on you.
There's people that depend on you, and my why is bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So what's the quote?
Yo, it's different when people depend on you.
It's different. It hit different when you got to pay somebody because they got a family.
Right.
and you see what your business has done for them, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
I got to get another assisted. I got to get 10 more assisted living.
Right, so she could be better.
Because it's not
so
just
her
about
kids
me.
could
It's
be-
about providing
that
work
village.
for everybody else, for that village. It's not just about me.
Yeah.
Law
your
enforcement is
village.
dope. It pays the bills. We got phenomenal experience, paramount. To a lot of jurisdictions don't get what we get in the city of Baltimore. But me, my why is bigger than that. Like, I'm not just policing. We make policing look good because of the individuals we are. Policing don't make me. But my why is bigger than that. My why is my
that
kids.
deserves like a pause.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's about me getting out there and doing more. Being more than just a provider.
So
It's that legacy.
So when do you feel like it's okay to feed yourself?
When I get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
Once I get
do
to
you
that,
give yourself credit for where you are right now?
I give myself credit, but I can't stop. I
gotta
can't
keep
sit on
going.
Well,
it.
not to
It's
stop.
not about
Do you think if
stopping.
you stopped, whatever you think stopping, do you think your blessings would not come in? Do you think
No.
that you're reaching for your blessings and you're only getting your blessings because you're going at them and grabbing them and like so aggressive getting them?
I'm
Or
a
do you think that
God-fearing
what's
man.
for you is for you and it's
I don't believe in what's if. I believe in putting it into work. Everybody like to pray to God. I pray to God, but I also pray to Him, and I put everything in motion to bring it into fruition.
Okay.
You can't just dream. You got to put that shit to work.
put some action to it.
Absolutely, motherfuckers want to depend on that miracle. Fuck that miracle. Go get it.
So what about the balancement when it comes to that,
You got to learn.
but also
What else?
Rest.
when it comes to resting and being delicate with yourself and being nurturing with yourself and taking the time to maybe go get a massage, maybe sit in a bathtub,
Oh, yeah, I go
maybe
get my feet done.
meditate,
Nails done.
maybe yes. So
Yeah, I'm
definitely
on my
that,
cute shit.
because
Yeah.
you know when it comes to putting batteries in a remote or charging your battery, like you have to have the positive and the negative. So if you're always just one way all the time, like where do you find that balancement? Because at some point in time, like it's just gonna keep going and going and going. Then I feel like at some point, when is enough going to be enough?
Yeah, but you know what? You got to learn how to compartmentalize that.
Yeah.
You got to know, and that's all a part of balancing. Knowing the true you, knowing how much you could take.
So you
I
feel
feel
like
it
you
if
do-
I know I'm doing too much.
Okay. So
Okay,
you feel
now
like you
then.
do have your
Oh,
balance.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not a robot.
But you're
think-
focusing right now on your grind. But you
It's
also
always
take
the
care
grind.
of you.
Because the thing is, if you do what you have to do, you can do what you want to do. Nobody wants to work for somebody.
Not at all.
Some people have that mindset, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's all
But
on
not
what
for you.
you want.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's not what I want.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Paying bills is cute, but I want something more than that. I want to go to fucking Abu Dhabi for a couple weeks just because I want to.
Okay.
So when I get to that point, that's when the grind to chill. You know what I'm saying? But
But I
other
don't
than
know
that,
if your grind would chill though. If
I was still going,
when
but
would
I
you
would.
be like, oh, my grind gonna chill now. I don't know about
Because
that.
I'ma keep
But
reaching.
I don't
That'll be-
say-
You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
gonna keep
that'll be
I'ma
the
keep
same
reaching.
grind.
That's
but,
what
Like, oh, now
saying.
my kids at college age.
Yeah,
But
now
once-
I'm
gotta
about to
for
go.
this.
Like,
But
I
once you
feel
get
like
to
it's
that-
Be like, Daddy, you
but
gotta
once you
rush
get to
it.
that point, you have your time back. I don't have to grind so much because what I built
I think
allows
that
my time.
I think that in a mindset, we will give ourselves another reason to keep going.
To keep
at that same
going.
speed.
I think it depends on that individual.
The
Because I'm
grind-
not going to do this I don't want to do this forever.
Okay.
I want to do this till I get to a point
So you
where
got
I
like
can.
your exit plan.
So I
or
could
like,
absolutely.
Great,
Yeah.
great. That's
Like, I'm
good.
not doing law for 25 years for what?
You're
Like,
not moving
motherfuckers
out
don't
of
live
lack.
after their retirement.
Yeah.
I'm not depending on no retirement, no 401k, no
Right.
deferred comp, no this, no that.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
So you put that grind in now. So in the next 5-10 years, I can hang it up and do what I want to do as opposed to what I got to do.
the grind is
Fuck
to buy your
vacation
time.
time.
back.
Yeah.
Fuck sick time. I got my time back because I
Yeah.
put the
Yo,
groundwork in.
fuck asking for permission.
Right. Who you gotta ask
Yeah.
for? Yo, can you approve my days to leave? Get the fuck out of here.
That's why I didn't want to go back to work
shit's
because I don't like to
stupid.
ask for permission.
I hate
But you know,
Nobody.
but you know what the thing is? You get in that position when you work hard.
Yeah.
And you be like, you know what? I set up all these streams of income in to where I don't gotta do that,
no
no
more.
more.
Yeah.
I do
Right.
what the fuck I want
Right.
to do.
Have your exit plan. Have your,
Yeah,
your strategy.
but that's all on the individual.
Yeah.
You could be,
It's about what
you could
you
take
want.
all the mind classes. You could do this, do that, but you're still gonna work for somebody if you're not putting that action game plan in.
Right.
And that's cool. That's to each their own. I just know what I want.
right.
So
Okay, so I'm gonna start with you, then you. So you get to the point where you want to be. What do you do afterwards? What does a day
And your
or
life
week
look like
after you get to your?
I mean, we talk about it all the time. We might take a week off and then we back at it.
No, you get to your point where you grinded so hard that
There's
you got
no point. There's no point.
It's just free time. Like we
Well,
talk about, I would love to.
we're in the business of buying our time back.
Yeah.
We're in the business of
But
like,
when you
oh,
get it
okay.
back, but she's saying that
So
when
what
you
I'm
got it
saying,
back,
like
you
you
gonna
just
go
said,
back to
like
work.
you're grinding until you get to.
I
so
get
when
to
you
that
get
point,
there,
I want to wake up on the beach somewhere, drinking some coffee, going on a nice walk.
Okay.
And you think that you can
Working
go
out.
from here to relaxing
Absolutely.
like that? Okay.
Because you got to know you.
Look, me too. Shit.
But but the thing is, what's your blueprint? What you set out there. You can't just pray for the shit. You got to go incorporate that and pray while you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta help you when you help yourself.
Right.
Not just give you shit. You got to earn that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your vision? What's your why? I got a huge why. I got 4 women that depend on me. My 3 girls and my mama.
Yeah.
I'm like Prom. I'm gonna tackle every bill my mama got. You
I
heard?
know that's right.
So it's never about me.
I just saw my son face on your body. Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Well, whenever you
I
get
ain't
to the
sorry.
secret, whenever you get to the secret, you'll also see that you can start seeing yourself in that space
Now.
now.
Yeah.
Like yo, this shit
To get there.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's hard. Yo, being a business owner and having that shit is tough.
It
bro.
is tough. But
On
it's
top
also
of
tough
working-
shutting the fuck up and working for somebody else.
It is.
And like seeing that as your future. That's fucking
Especially
tough.
when you are an entrepreneur, like you're
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, you already have this mindset. So to go to work every day for somebody that you have to talk to, listen to, take their orders, you're like, bitch.
Hey, yo, you know what?
But what
It's
y'all
all
forget
about
is,
it's all about being humble.
what y'all forget is that like our job is separate from like everybody else's job.
Yeah.
Our job
Like
is
we see the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
We see motherfuckers where it's game time. We're
But
gonna
we-
go put a bullet in something.
Yeah, we make a
y'all
mistake, we
different
don't go
breeds.
That's
home.
a reality. Like we don't do no desk work.
Yeah. We make a mistake, we don't go home.
I was looking at one of y'all podcasts and I forget which one it was, but you probably recognize it. But you were saying, somebody was saying like, you were saying that y'all could give people advice and be like, oh, you shouldn't do that or whatever because you have walked in our shoes before, but we can't like relate
that,
to your
right.
shoes.
No, there's only a small percentage of the community that could do what we do.
Yeah.
But everybody out there right now is, saying what we need to do, but they've never done it.
Yeah.
Very true.
I would advise, and that's why I always advise. Go through a Citizens Academy. It'll give you a better perception of what police actually go through.
They changed their mind. I
What do
think.
you
'Cause
mean? Go
A
to
Citizens Academy, they'll
Academy.
put you through the shoot, don't shoot police course. So you'll pretty much be a
Scenarios.
police officer in a police scenario as a civilian.
They have that at the colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it at.
In every jurisdiction.
Or even do a ride along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can
Like,
just ask for a ride along.
You go
have
to
to-
any
you can go in there and
district.
get
Just
a
gotta
ride
have your
along.
ID. They'll provide the vest for you.
Can y'all take us out?
Absolutely. I mean, we're not in that capacity. We're not in the streets no more like that. But we detectives, so we could definitely get y'all out there though.
But think about everything we just spoke about. Right? And now I'm in a car and I'm answering. At the end of the day, we're in the business of solving other people's problems, right? If you really simplify it, right? And I was just saying that today, like, who solves ours? Right?
Exactly.
So now I'm on the phone. I'm dealing with my daughter who can't find a dress for her prom.
Yeah.
And her mother's, what we gonna do? Or, what bills need to be paid? Or, my son is sick. Or, just all these real life, like, while we're solving other people's like real life problems,
You have your own.
we have our own that is happening real time while we're solving theirs.
Yeah.
And then when we come home, it's either solved or we just have to deal with it. And that's the reality of it.
Does that
because
put
we
a
s-
strain on your family?
It does.
on
It
your
absolutely
relationship?
does.
A lot of
It does.
officers
Because
can't.
That's why
become
divorce is so
second.
high.
I was
you
just
know?
about to say that. It's probably
Divorces are because a lot of the partners, whether they're male or female, they come to
so
a point they're like
that-
they feel by themselves.
Yeah. They show that
Because-
in the TV shows a little bit.
I mean, it's real life.
But I mean, we give it
But-
the real. But when you sign up for this job, the shit come with it.
But the job
Yeah,
is
but you
rewarding.
sign up for stuff, but then you get in the shoes of it. Like it's two
Yeah.
different
But
things.
no, but this is the real deal Holyfield.
Right,
Like,
but
this
now,
is-
I'm sure
this is-
now you see it more than you didn't, like, did you think?
Of course, you think, but you don't know till you get
Yeah,
in
but
the
now
shit.
you're in the shoes. You're
Right.
like, oh yeah, this shit
But
real.
it takes a strong personality to do this job.
Yeah.
You got to have a different kind of crazy to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with real life shit.
Yeah.
You're dealing with motherfuckers that got guns that want to cause bodily harm to somebody.
Yeah.
And you got to go stop them.
Did y'all surprise? Like, did y'all want to be cops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to be cop from the
Yeah.
jump?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, when football and all that shit ain't panning out, well, what's next?
So he was a football player.
I keep saying Max.
Definitely see
Right.
Max. Definitely see
With
Max.
that one.
But you know, it's about being a professional in life. Everybody has a foundation where you start at, but you ultimately are the one that ends it. You paint the picture. You write your own book.
Yeah.
It takes hard work. It takes grit. It takes humility to deal with a lot of shit. So I pride myself on being humble and just showing a lot of love, distributing that love, because I know my why. I know why I grind. I know why I work hard. This shit is real. So I have
Question
fun.
about
You got to
your
have
why.
fun with it. Talk to
What
me.
part of you in your why? Like, I know that you're for women. That's your heart.
All day,
But like,
every day.
where are you at in your why?
I'm living in it. I'm living in it, but I'm not where I want to be. So I keep, like my mother always said, keep planting seeds in life, nurturing them, and they'll grow to a beautiful tree.
I love your mother.
Yeah,
You know, mom is awesome.
amazing.
So that's, you know, I just want to keep planting seeds, you know, because it's never over. It's never over. So, you know, once I get to that point, then I could ease up on the gas pedal.
Yeah.
And, you know, and take more time for myself. Because I
You
wanna
know
do
what your
that.
point is? Because the target will keep moving. Like, it'll keep moving.
It will
Once I
keep
leave,
And before you know
once
it-
I leave law enforcement,
Okay.
So if you weren't in law enforcement, this is for both of you. Where, in your younger years, where were you now?
shit, I was a hothead, man. I was a hothead, but I loved it. I didn't take life serious. College, I just had fun.
Was it parenting that made you take it serious?
No, it was me seeing my other brothers, my teammates, and just seeing different cultures, seeing different. You know, God is amazing. It's seeing other people, seeing, you know, the relationships that I build from other adults, how they conduct life. So life was always big. You know, life was, to me, I had so much fun, but it was more of, all right, what are you going to do? Football ain't everything. And my coach always told me, I need you to be a professional in life. Don't worry about football. And that dawned
When did
on
that
me.
click? After school?
It clicked after college. Like my senior year,
Yeah.
it clicked. I said, oh shit. Cause I saw one of my brothers, like, he worked for Lehman Brothers. My brother Mech, shout out to Mech. And Mech is like a whiz with computers.
Yeah.
So now he runs all the computers in New York City, all the schools. But I saw his foundation, like he put that work in. Summertime working for Lehman Brothers. This motherfucker resume was like a 3-subject binder. My shit was like a single loose leaf.
Yeah.
So I said, well, damn. But you know, you see that and you just see other people that's focused and driven. And that made me step my shit up. So I knew after college, I said, yo, I gotta jump on this.
What college was this?
Stony Brook in New York.
So college was very important.
I went to a JUCO. You know, I went to SUNY Morrisville at a high school. You know, I think I had bad grades and shit. So you go to the JUCO. The biggest JUCOs at the time was Nassau or
What's
SUNY Morrisville.
JUCO?
Junior college.
Junior college?
Yeah. JUCOs was the thing if you wanted to get to a D1 school. If you went out of high school with bad grades. So that's your fresh start.
Okay.
To all the D1 schools, they go to the JUCOs because that's where a lot of that
So
talent is
you
at.
go there and you
go there and you rebuild
straighten
your
shit
resume.
up. Okay.
You straighten your grades up.
Yeah.
But a lot of the D1 athletes that failed in high school go to JUCOs because it's easy to pick them up. It's like a fresh start. You go there 2 years, get your grades right, ball out in football, then you go to the Miami.
Did somebody come out and like recruit you for that?
Yeah.
That? Okay. So they probably look for people who are good.
They always look for talent.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Okay,
you know what,
that
I'll
makes
bring you
sense.
to my program. you'll advance that program by your gameplay, and then D1 schools automatically go there because they're like, oh, he was a beast in high school, but he didn't have the grades.
Right.
So let me
now
see what
got
he
his
does
shit
when he go
together.
here,
Yeah,
the JUCO, and then we'll pick him up.
Okay.
And then they'll give you scholarships off of that because you busting your ass.
Yeah.
So.
And how about you? If it wasn't law enforcement, like where the younger you were, did you see yourself now?
Probably what I'm doing now with the podcasting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
You always seen
in
yourself
some form of
that.
producing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to like throw parties and produce when I was little.
Your parties was lit.
In New York?
They were Jimmy's Bronx Cafe team parties. That was mine.
Yeah.
And then
They call him the mayor in New York.
Right.
Because he knew everybody.
yeah.
So when you come here, like what brought you here? Work?
The job just being random, being out of New York. I felt like New York was enabling me because I could walk into any like club and
Say, let me step out. And,
here's these bottles, here's this, here's that.
right.
So I was like, let me go somewhere
So
where
if you
nobody
stayed
knows
in
me.
New York, how do you think things would be for you now?
I'd probably still be partying. And
You wouldn't be.
I'd probably just be one of them guys on Instagram, like, yo, this party's lit. and like, 7 different baby mothers or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would
So
have never
Baltimore
like.
saved your life too, just like me.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah.
Shit, my firstborn saved mine.
Your first one saved your life?
Once I knew she was here, I said, damn, it's time to step
I'm
shit out.
somebody's father.
What? That was the most scariest shit ever.
And then she like, Daddy. You like, yeah.
Especially a
that's
girl.
me.
Especially a girl. And now she about to
I
be
don't know.
12.
For some reason, my
Yeah.
daughter didn't do that to me.
She didn't.
Once I knew, like, my daughter's mother, Rosa, shout out to Rosa, love her.
Shout out to
love
Rosa.
Rosa.
Word. When I knew that she was pregnant, I said, oh my God, I was scared. And I was, 26, 27. I was scared. I was like, oh my God. Like, another you?
We're the same age then.
Huh?
We're the same age then. Because my child is the same age as your child.
Oh,
and
dope.
I had my kid at 26.
Yeah. And that's when I got in the academy. I was like,
Do the math.
Rewind.
But yeah, yo, it's I'm telling you, kids make you step. You know what? I don't regret much at all. What I do regret is not being focused and driven earlier.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
needing football to get to where I want. Using my brain more.
But if you give up a mistake, then you give up the lesson.
Yes.
I get the lesson, but I wish I was just driven earlier because I would be so much ahead of where I am now. But I thank God for shining that knowledge on me and knowing where it's time to flick the switch up and jump on it and live in it and just go all balls to the wall for it and focus on it. And not so much fucking having a good time and laughing. Life ain't about that.
I think that laughter is important.
It's
but I
very
think
important.
that you're just like everybody else, but talking about you right now. I think it happened exactly the way it's supposed
Yes.
to.
It did.
I think that
I
you
agree.
offer your children your experiences, your lessons that came from that.
Yeah.
I don't want no daddy that don't know
Mistakes
shit. My father
is
used to
the
tell me stuff that I
lesson.
didn't understand. Like I was young, and he said, I used to always think this is weird. Now I get it. He would tell. I didn't even know what drug dealing was. He said, never date a drug dealer because if they cheat in life, they'll cheat on you. And I was like, what? I was like so young.
Right.
But like I remember like so many things he used to tell me that I'd be like, what is he talking about? And
Yeah.
I would get into a situation and be like, that's what he's
That's
talking
what he's
about.
talking about.
But he never told me about his lifestyle. Like I didn't know about a lot of stuff because he probably hoped that I was too young to remember. But if he didn't make all those mistakes that he probably regrets, then he wouldn't have been able to instill the things that he, instilled in me.
My grandfather used to say, amarra tu caballo la noche.
What's that?
La noche.
Something night tonight.
Right. So he would always say, because my grandfather was like from the 1900s. And that's similar to what you're saying. He would be like, and I realized that now, and I'm that way now. He would say that you're supposed to tie your horse the night before so that when you wake up in the morning and you're ready to go, your horse is there.
That's why you set your stuff up the night before.
I set everything the night before.
Yeah.
Because if I wake up late, I still have that little bit of time. I don't have to look for clothes.
The things that taught him that, he would probably say, I wish I didn't do this in these years. But if he didn't, he wouldn't have knew how important it was
Exactly.
to pass that lesson on to you.
The mistakes are the lessons. If you don't make mistakes, how do you learn?
I
Actually, that's
believe
a
that we
beautiful
get
way
to do things over, but it's not like the way that our mind understands it. It's like the things that I learned from, my son don't have to go through that now.
Right.
So I am doing it over, but not in like my human, like the way that we understand it.
Right.
And even his kids, and the kids after, I might, like Toya might not physically be here at Whole Body, but it's a chance to do it over and do it better.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think that everything that happened was supposed to be like that. And you had fun.
Yes.
Definitely.
That is
I know I had fun. I
the
could've died a lot
life.
of
Like
times. I'm here.
you're
Message-
living. If you
mistakes are
don't
what?
get to fuck up and make mistakes, you're not living.
What's the ending message? Your mistakes or what? What
Lessons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it say, please?
Your mistakes are lessons?
Yes. Your
What did I
mistakes
say
are
first?
lessons.
Okay.
I said if you regret the mistakes, you regret the lessons.
There you go.
get rid of the mistakes, you take
Don't
away the
you-
lesson.
you take away the
Regret the
lesson.
mistakes.
I mean, there's other
regret your
ways we can
lessons.
learn things, but yeah.
That's super dope.
But then if you
learn
don't
when
put it
things
into
are-
You know what's
we don't
crazy?
learn when things are in rainbows. We don't learn about
I
it.
know.
We learn when we about to die. We
Right.
like, God, if you get me out
Right.
this, I
Yeah.
will never do it again.
true.
That's when you learn your lesson.
Yes.
But when things are just like all like fluffy and like cool,
You
I don't
just
know what
gonna
it is
go
about
with
these
it.
kids.
oh, that's what I saw on your podcast too.
These
Holly,
kids
what you about to
nowadays, like
say?
I talk to my kids. Like when I was young, to learn a lesson, you get your ass beat. Whoop.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to my kids.
Did you learn from that?
Fuck yes.
Oh, that's actually
Absolutely.
good. I'm happy that you
I mean, like it
learned
may
from
be
that.
tough, but I'm like,
You
help.
really learned from that?
I mean, I think it helped me endure like pain tolerance.
That's what I was about to say. That just taught me how to take pain.
Right.
It did not
But, like,
teach me
It builds you
anything.
With the
up.
kids, I try to give them a lecture, right?
I got fucked up.
Did you
Yeah.
learn
didn't
from it
teach me
though?
nothing.
Hell yeah, I learned
There's
from it.
certain ass whoopers you learn
I'm
from.
shocked.
Word,
I
that you ain't gonna do
didn't get
that.
ass
You know you
whooping.
ain't gonna do that shit again.
Yeah.
So I feel like my sister, my sister, or some people got ass whoopings around me, but I feel like they was the same person the next day than they was the day before. They just like in a little fear for the moment, and the next ass whooping they just can take that shit more.
Yeah.
Yes, I
You
took
build
my-
that
But I
tolerance.
didn't get an ass whoop. Well, my son got one, and he will never do that shit again. But he got one.
Yeah, I used to get that shit.
I'm
And I
saying,
never
like,
had a problem
I don't
with
hit my
him
kids.
again.
I try to like
One.
lecture them more, and they be like, "Why you talk so much?"
I think they get
That's-
So
it.
I be like, "You want me
Yeah.
to fuck you up instead?"
No, I
That's-
think they get it.
I talk to my kids all the time. I feel like
And they
when
get
I was
it,
getting
right?
my ass beat, I was just tolerating pain. It was like because we are born with our own personalities, like our kids, our mothers and our fathers could want to make us go a certain way, but what's in you is in you.
Absolutely.
So even I don't care how many ass whoopings you take, like I'm gonna be me. Like I can even fake the funk and be like, okay, like whatever you're saying, I'm like, okay, but you could beat me as many times as you want to. Like I'm just gonna eat that shit after like 3 or 4 or 5 beatings.
Yeah.
But my me is me. Like you can't take that from me. So after a while, I feel like as many ass whoopings I get, it wasn't teaching me nothing but just tolerating the pain.
I get more from like I don't ass whippings don't really do much.
It
It
doesn't.
makes your child scared of you.
See all this house.
And it closes.
love-
Ass whipping
I think the approach
project, baby. Thank you.
I think the approach is
Say, beat your ass.
the approach is talking to them.
Yeah.
I'm a gentle parenter.
Me too.
Yeah.
But
I love, but
it
I love
works.
hard.
It
Kids
works.
these days, they don't get beaten.
No,
No, I still
Except
fuck
them.
them
I
up.
mean,
You know what I
But,
do?
you
I
know,
flick them in the ear. Bang.
But it's talking though.
yeah.
Don't
It's
like
more.
that.
It's more being stern,
Make
but
sure they got
talking
the
so that they can
lesson.
understand.
Yeah.
It's all about the lesson.
Yeah.
Like, did you understand why that was wrong and why you shouldn't have did that? If you don't,
Communication in our
Yes.
culture
Explain to me-
is getting better.
yeah. What was
I
your
think
thought
that
process when you made that
yeah.
decision, and what made you want to do that?
Mm,
So they can grasp that and understand that.
yes.
It's shocking how smart our children really are
Mm-hmm.
and can adapt to that shit.
Very
Kids are
fucking
resilient.
smart.
Kids are super
You know
resilient.
what I mean? So I love to talk. I'm stern, but I love to talk. I want them to understand what they did wrong.
Yes.
Why they chose to do that. What was in your head? What made you want to do that?
Does it ever come to a point where they explain and you're like, oh, I kind of get it?
I love when they explain because that's dialogue.
Yeah.
It creates that.
I love
I
when
love
kids
that.
can articulate their feelings and what.
Yes.
I love
that's
it.
paramount.
I love
Because
it.
I want them to tell me everything they're feeling.
Yes. You get to
I
know
need
them
that.
more. Yeah.
My son be like, Mom,
You know what you're
like,
working
I
on.
don't know. Like, stop. I'll be like, well, why do you feel this? Well, what happened when you did this?
Right.
Like, I'll be asked a question, be like, Mom, I'm just doing it. I'm like, well, what's on your mind? Like, I'm just asking so many
that's
questions.
good, though.
Yeah.
And it keeps that space, like that safe space where they feel like sometimes they might be dealing with something that we don't even know, and they just come in and talk to you about it.
And that's
But
what
if they
you
think
need.
they're gonna get their ass beat, like you're their abuser.
Exactly.
Not
Master.
In my house, if you can explain your actions, that saves you from the ass whooping.
I mean, you know,
Depends.
we can't. No
And
parent
Toya,
can judge
she
another parent.
homeschooled all
Oh,
three
yeah,
of my kids.
I met her through homeschooling. So she was looking for someone to help teach her or to teach her children. And so I homeschooled
You got
her
patience.
kids.
She does.
Wow.
I have a lot of
patience.
patience, but it's about getting to know the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for instance, if I have a kid who might have behavioral issues, most of the times when kids have behavioral issues, somebody's not sitting with them and like truly like, they're not going to look in your, well, I don't know about all y'all kids, but they're not going to like look in your face and like do some fuck shit.
Right.
But when you're attentive to them and they feel listened to
Mm-hmm.
and all, and, you know, and they're busy and all that stuff, you don't really get that many behavioral issues.
At all.
You know what? It's tough because I can never homeschool.
You could homeschool.
I could, but I'm
You
not
too busy.
extremely too busy.
But when the day comes
That's the
when he's
Lord's
not
way.
And
busy.
patience is everything.
But let me tell you, I have a harder, my son goes to school now. He goes to 6th grade. I homeschooled him throughout elementary.
No, these motherfuckers going
He
to school.
goes to school. Listen, he goes to
I need
school in
that
6th
time.
grade. I have more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on.
What?
That's because y'all haven't done it. I have more of an issue now because a whole nother like system is also raising him. So we're not like on that same level all the time. I'm listening to what somebody else said and he's learning about this, and this.
But he needs that. He needs that.
I'm not saying he don't need it, but
needs
what
that
I'm saying is
interaction with other children.
He had interaction with other children.
He's not going to be in front of my face all
He
fucking
had
day.
interaction with other children.
No, sir.
We homeschooled with 30 other black families.
No, that's
in
what's up.
DC. But anyway, and like 50 other white families in Baltimore. But
It's good to know.
yeah,
Gotta throw that in there.
Disclaimer out there.
it was easier for me to homeschool him than it is to send him to school, and that's interesting. Like everybody say it's hard,
Wow.
but it's harder now. The school
And-
system ain't no fucking joke.
What I can
it's
say about still being a homeschool mom is that my kids are so like they're very happy kids, emotionally, mentally. They have their normal things, but
They know who they are.
they know who. And even if they
They're deep in
decided
their
that
talents.
they're ready to go back to school, they're going to know who they are. They don't like need to see other kids and what they have and what they're doing and feel like they have to meet that or they have to mimic that or, oh, they have this, so I feel like I have to be this or they got to follow a certain crowd. Like so many kids are put under pressure when they're in public school because they got to keep up or this kid has something that they don't have or...
This is a complete circle. We were just talking about how kids are closer to their who they are, their natural selves. We went out into the world and the world told us who we are before we even realized who we are. And then later we realized we're like, oh no, that's not who I am. This is who I am. We learn our lessons kind of late, like you said. But with the homeschool kids, they know who they are before they leave the house.
Yeah.
Like
they get
my
to
that's
know
you.
who they are.
That's all you.
My son pulls his teachers up. Like 2 days into the school, he was like, can I talk to you? The teacher's like, no, it's another. He's like, well, we need to handle this. Like, what time can I talk to you? So he talks to him. He's like, when you told me this, I didn't understand it. But the way that you told me, it made it like you yelled at me. And so the communication really was broken off. But if you just talk to me normal, then I will understand what you're saying.
Wow.
And the teacher was like, Max said the teacher was like quiet.
Yeah. I want to give
Probably
a.
get more calls and stuff from teachers, and Max isn't even doing anything bad, but she gets those calls and like have to check in, and even when it comes to just talking to him,
He used all his bathroom passes in the first month because he takes water to, all the kids take water to school, but like he's not used to like holding his bladder. Like if he got to pee, he got to pee.
You got to go.
Like that type of stuff.
but the schools are so institutionalized that they're like, what are you doing? And they
Well, I want to give a
expecting-
huge shout out to Phyllis E. Williams Spanish Emerging School. That's where my girls go. My 5-year-old
that?
is speaking Spanish. She writes full, complete sentences in Spanish.
Yes.
I wouldn't know where to fucking begin.
Yeah.
At 5 years old, speaking
Yeah.
Spanish. So
She's nice and fresh. She can learn anything
Both of
that
them
she
are-
wants to.
all of them absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. So
Kids are amazing.
They
what?
are.
Yeah.
What they
They
absorb?
We need to look to them. We keep telling them
That's
what
what
to
I'm
do.
saying.
Right.
Old
They
They
people
looking
and
at us like, y'all need
children.
to let us tell y'all what to do because y'all look a little fragile.
They need to teach us.
Right.
Put us in your school.
Especially this new math they teaching. It's just garbage.
I don't know nothing.
Listen, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let me get out the calculator.
Right.
What you
What?
want?
I go to YouTube real quick. How the fuck you do this problem?
That is good with the technology. We can always look up.
I'm heavy on
Seriously.
the.
hell
I'm
they
like,
do.
I'm heavy
Because
on
you
the.
can't come to me. I'm
Hey,
not going to
Google.
know the formula. I'm sorry.
Right.
Is using the bathroom frowned upon?
I don't know.
Can I get up?
I mean, now
Oh,
we're
you
rapping.
talking about now?
Now we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up.
You
We're
gotta go
wrapping up.
back?
We're good.
Yeah, we wrapping up. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Me?
The life of Toya, where do you see yourself?
Ooh. So my business is directly Whole Body Yoga. It directly mirrors my lifestyle. So me merging my life with my business. So having a retreat home where I have, a vacation home where I have yoga
like that.
retreats. Yeah.
Dope.
Where people come for a weekend or a week or 2 weeks and just do self-study,
Nice.
and yeah.
How about you, Jess?
Kind of piggybacking off of what she said, the same thing. Like, I'm more into fitness and nutrition, so just learning and teaching people that the issues, the diseases, everything stems from what you put into your body. So teaching people how to consciously eat, and just learning that whatever you put in your body is going to be an effect on how you're mentally thinking, how your body operates. So really just mirroring what I do with myself and teaching people, like, you are your savior. You have that power to heal yourselves. And it's through plants, it's through herbs, it's through your food, and just going from there. It doesn't look like of course I would like to see a big, my business flourish, but it's just really just teaching and giving people tools and letting them know what their power is through food and
Perfect.
God's nature.
If people want to meet you, how can they get in touch with you? You on
So-
social media?
Definitely on social media.
Let the world know where they can catch you
So
at.
you can catch me at, so my Instagram is Oshi Inspires Me, at Oshi, O-S-H-E, Inspires Me, all one word. Facebook, I'm just Jazz Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
TikTok, I'm Oshi Inspires.
Oh, she inspires.
Yes.
Toya,
Yes.
how can people reach out to you?
I am on Crane Highway in Glen Burnie, 319
You're funny.
Crane Highway. But my social media is latoya.holbodyyoga. So it's Latoya, Latoya HOLBODY yoga on
Perfect.
Instagram. Latoya Neal on Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you guys for coming out.
Beautiful.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
having
sharing.
us.
We got to do
Thanks
this
for
again.
enlightening.
Awesome,
was
awesome,
awesome.
awesome. It was beautiful.
My peoples, another fire episode. I want to thank our sisters for coming through. It was amazing talking about mental health, the body, kids. I think we touched on everything.
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 I feel lighter already.
Right.
You
I feel
do?
good.
Shot.
Right.
Shot o'clock.
Dre,
Peace and love.
Triple C.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
All right, my peoples, we love you. Silverback Chronicles podcast. Make sure to tune in every Monday for new episodes. We love you. Stay safe. Keep squares out the circle. Be easy. Peace.
Views and opinions expressed on the Silverback Chronicles podcasts are those of the hosts, producers, or the guest appearing on the program. They do not reflect the views and opinions of the federal, state, or local government. This includes but not exclusive to the Department of Defense, Homeland, and the Baltimore City Police Department. The Silverback Chronicles podcast with Dre, Big H, and Triple C. Hit the subscribe button, like and comment.